Is the Bitcoin price potentially forming a bull flag with a target up near the $11,000 region? Or my friends, could this all be a fake out before a plunge deep down into the crypto abyss? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Today we're going to discuss the Bitcoin price and the action inside the chart right now. My friends, this is, in my opinion, the make or break point for Bitcoin. We have now tested up into the macro range of tentative resistance. We are seeing a resistance right now forming what could potentially be a disastrous double top formation. Or, my friends, this could be a sneaky bull flag forming here with a target that we truly have to discuss. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right. So we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. The 4-hour right now is where I'm seeing most of the developments taking place. Now, obviously, my friends, if you are subscribed here, you would know that I was pointing out this potential rising wedge bearish formation, and it did play out to a T. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. After breaking that upward sloping support line, Bitcoin has now retraced quite a bit. Actually, if we pull it from that break, we did see a retracement of roughly 7.7% to the downside. Right now, we are seeing some support being built, and this is where things begin to get interesting, my friends. We have, for the time being, formed a lower high, inherently bearish. If we pull up our RSI here, we could see we briefly touched into overbought conditions on the 4-hour RSI. We also, my friends, on the MACD histogram, saw that hidden bearish divergence. You should have all been aware of it because the Don Carbonaccio pointed this out for you, my friends. We had a high, then a lower high on the price action, followed by a high and a higher high on the MACD histogram. Classic hidden bearish divergence that has also begun to play out right here, right now. So the question becomes, oh, Gary, so if there's all these bearish things in confluence, are we going down to nothing? Let me tell you something, little James. There is just a bit more to look at here than the bearishness, because we can't rule it out of the equation that this range here, let's actually make this box a different color so we can differentiate. How about we just make it white so it stands out? There we go. This whole range here could actually wind up being a new support zone for Bitcoin. It was resistance on the way up. It then back tested into it as support. Then, my friends, right now, our wick has touched down right to this relative area of confluence, and that is where we're seeing the local support potentially being built right here, right now. So now that we've discussed that the bearishness has been playing out on the 4-hour time frame, keep in mind that this is micro, right? Things can change rapidly. This is a small time frame, okay? We have to start looking at this structure right here. My friends, this very well could wind up being a bull flag here, in my opinion. And this is not the only bull flag. We're just going to look at this first. There's even more of a macro potential bull flag forming here. So if we take our trend line tool, we're just going to draw a line straight down, right? I mean, obviously, we could see that this has been respected over and over again. We're just seeing a bunch of resistance forming on a downward slant. But the interesting thing, my friends, is that, look, first wick down, support, second wick down, support, third wick, support, fourth wick, support. We are potentially right now forming a baseline of support right here, okay? Now, a descending triangle with lower highs and a flat line of support can be a bearish pattern. pattern. But we also have to take it with a grain of salt here, my friends, that this could wind up looking like a bull flag, okay? That we do have our flagpole up all the way down from this region around 8,200. And if we extrapolate this, bring it over to the point of potential breakout, we could see that the confluence here is absolutely uncanny, my friends. It brings us up essentially right to the top of this macro resistance box, which I've had outlined here for months and months on end. Let's get this crypto. Now, obviously, my friends, these types of extrapolations, the Don doesn't put too much credit into these things because we all know that the market is generally never playing out in a picture perfect sense. But we have that right there, okay? Now I want to zoom out, right? So we do have this potential bull flag right here. Another one, my friends, is a little bit more hidden, okay? Now look at this here. One top, two top. It's possible that we may form another lower high here if we test down a little further. And although, yes, this looks very bearish with 3 lower highs in a row, but it's possible that if this range in particular here that I was just outlining is now holding as new macro support, my friends, it's possible that this white box that I have outlined here could wind up becoming the baseline of support here for an even larger macro bull flag, in my opinion, right? So just extrapolating this out here, my friends, I just want to draw this for a second so we're all on the same page here, okay? Let's actually use our ghost feed tool here. So if something like this were to potentially occur, my friends, right, I don't think it's the end of the world, because it's possible that we could wind up seeing something like this happen over the course of the next few weeks or so, right? Let's get this crypto. And you could see how this whole range in particular there could wind up becoming one gigantic bull flag, right? And if that is in fact the case, well, for me, really, we have to start looking at where the flagpole broke out from, and that's right there. If we want to take a very crude extrapolation, my friends, right, we could draw, this really all the way up to the top there. We could extrapolate it from the breakout point, even though I don't like these things, my friends, right? I'm just showing you, a crude potential extrapolation target, and that brings us up to the mid 11,000 range. So for me, it's interesting that both of these flags actually put us in a very similar area, right? Whether we're looking at the micro flag or the macro flag, we are seeing confluence in that area. Now something else, just to provide some more confluence for that potential area if the bulls are going to break out. Keep in mind, we're going to discuss the bearish outlook here as well. We're just discussing the bullish one first. If we use our Fibonacci tool here, what I want to do, my friends, is take this and basically take an extrapolation, my friends, of if we pull that fib down to the bottom target, right, where we went from swing high now to swing low, this is going to give us our potential bullish target, right? And that is the 1.1618 golden Fibonacci extension target. And look where it lines up. It lines up perfectly with the two areas I just pointed out, right? With this flagpole extrapolation, right, that we pull it over. I mean, you can't make it up, my friends. It just lines up in confluence. Now, again, this doesn't have to mean anything. This is just purely saying, hey, if the pattern does play out, it's possible it could look something like this. This pattern does not have to play out. This is just technical analysis. This is not a crystal ball prediction. What we're looking at here is possible outcomes for the future. Let's get this crypto. So we do have some confluence up there, my friends. Of course, as you should all know by now, on the daily time frame here, our moving averages still look very healthy above the 50, the 200, and the 21. The 21 is actually up into our range right now that we would hope to get some potential longer term support here. We do see that the 50 is curling up, potentially looking to cross the 200 for what would be a bullish golden cross coming up. Again, that is too early to say right now. Purely just forecasting the possible future outcomes here. If the momentum continues upward, maybe we could see a movement to the upside there, which would give us a golden potential cross. Let's get this crypto. Now, my friends, here on the daily time frame as well, we have to start discussing the bearish outlook, okay? Because I think looking at that, sure, there is some potential to move up towards the $11,000 range. Albeit, my friends, this could all still be one gigantic bull trap in my opinion. This still could be a bull trap here, even if we were to break out. Because just think about how many moon boys, how many alarms and trade alerts are all going to start ringing at this level. Ding, 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 ding. Bitcoin broke above the bearish macro structure of which we've seen the price be suppressed at for months and months and months and months on end. Let's get this crypto. Everybody's alerts are going to be ringing at this point in time. And it's possible that with that many people speculating upon one specific area, that this could set up liquidity for the whales to absolutely dump in the face of Retail Joe and James at the water cooler. It's possible. I'm putting it on your radar. You know here, my friends. Don Carbonaccio likes to say one step. Nah, 2 steps ahead of every other trader, bot, analyst, etc. inside this space. And right now, I'm conjuring up my strategy for if the bulls do take us to this range. I may look for a long. I may also look for shorts in the regions that I'm talking about. My friends, this may be one absolutely spectacular ride here, and if we do wind up breaking out to the upside, there may be fireworks looming around the corner. And I'm going to personally keep you all updated with my trade alerts, my trade setup ideas, my entries, my exits, my targets, my potential take profit zones, etc., all exclusively for you in VIP. If you are not already in my VIP, I don't know what you're doing, but today is truly the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. If we break up, my friends, I'm expecting potentially large movements. And we all know, as I was showing you before, if we do wind up seeing this play out as a potential bull flag breakout to the upside, and if we do get to that 1.618 Fibonacci extension target in the mid 11,000 range, my friends, I'm still under the impression here it's possible that this could be a bull trap before a decline deep down into the crypto abyss. Just keep it on your radar. But if we see something more along the lines of a breakout like this, up, and then we start to consolidate above this region, my friends, something like this, this is when the Don may start to look at this from a more bullish bias and say, hey, we've broken that multi-year bearish structure, and it actually may be time for the bulls to have their day in the sun here once again. Let's get this crypto. So now, we've discussed the bullish possibilities here, my friends, and if you appreciated all of that right there, please leave a thumbs up here for the algorithm. I don't ask for much, my friends, and I so appreciate it. It really helps the channel. And if you're brand new, hey, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. I do analysis like this nearly each and every day here on this channel. No fluff and puff, peanut butter, garbaggio. No telling you that the fiat system is collapsing. Bitcoin is real money. None of that hopium garbaggio, my friends. On this channel, we're purely looking for the market swings up and down, looking to trade it to the best of my ability and give you the analysis that I perceive to be to the best of my ability. That's all I do here on this channel. Okay, so welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Now, let's move along here to the bearish side of things. Okay, so I did outline the potential for that move up and possibly still a fake out, especially, my friends, if we don't get up to the target. If we get somewhere around here, a fake out, the possibility for a fake out is even greater in my opinion. Let's get this crypto, but I digress. Now, into the bearishness here, okay? We need to understand that on the daily time frame, just like on the 4-hour, we had a bearish divergence here on the MACD histogram, right? Moving up just like this. If we go over to the daily time frame now, my friends, we also have to understand that we have a classic bearish divergence here, right? The other one was hidden, right? You see the difference that the other one was trending up like that. This one is trending down. This is a classic divergence here, okay? We have a high, a higher high, and the highest high, all while forming descending highs on the MACD histogram, more of a macro potential bearish indicator, also forming there while we were in overbought conditions on the one-day RSI. And now, my friends, the Bitcoin price here although we didn't get a true double top, I mean, let's use our price range tool. I don't want to fluff and puff this up by any means. My friends, we came within roughly about 1% of a double top there, okay? And right now, we saw that the RSI didn't even come close to where it was last time. So although it's not a perfect bearish divergence or anything of that nature, this to me was a relative double top, okay, within 1%. And for me, this is somewhat of a sign of weakness here, right? It's not a perfect bearish divergence. I understand, ladies and gentlemen, but above all else, if we don't want to call it a bearish divergence, to me, it is a sign of potential weakness, okay? Now, things to consider here is that although there is still some weakness in the chart, like I've stated, maybe the weakness only brings us down into this support region before we look to blast off and get through this downward line of tentative resistance, right? For that bull flag to play out. Anything is possible. Right now, it still appears that the moving averages look good, not only on the daily, but on the weekly as well. Okay, we're still above the 50 and the 21-week moving averages here, which are two of the most important moving averages in Bitcoin history, in my opinion. We're still above those right now at the time of recording, further increasing the probability that the bulls may look for that next move to the upside, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. But, my friends, what we have to understand is that on a macro level, we have hit this zone that this could be the top of the trend, right? Mix it into the pot here. I was showing you this yesterday. But if we take our Fibonacci retracement tool, my friends, and we look for a potential bullish extension target, we should see here that the 0.618, my friends, we hit it to a T, okay? And this is the same extrapolation target that when we pull from 20,000 all the way down to 3,000, it is the same target area that Bitcoin hit on our last parabolic market cycle all the way up towards 14,000. That's where we hit before getting rejected deep down into the crypto abyss. Let's get this crypto. So we have our potential market cycle top target there with the golden Fibonacci. We have just in and of itself macro bearish resistance price action for the structure of the trend. And right now, I want you guys to notice this as well, that we formed a relative double top here, right? And look at all the last times that we tested up into this range. Top, relative double top, debacle. Okay, over here, top, relative double top, debacle. Okay, top, relative double top, debacle. I mean, this is still looking like it could be very bearish, my friends. But you see, I'm open to the bullish possibilities as well. Right now, I'm remaining cool, calm, and collected, preparing to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto when the opportunity presents itself. My friends, right now, I'm neither bearish nor bullish, although on the overall, I still have a trading bias towards the bearish side because we are still in a multi-year bearish structure dating all the way back into 2017 from our 20K top, and even more recently back into 2019 from our 14K top. Let's get this crypto. Until this bearish downward sloping resistance level, or rather resistance line on a macro level, is taken out flushly, like I pointed out earlier, until that downward sloping line is taken out flush, until we get above this region and consolidate on a weekly level, my friends, the Don is still very wary here that the bears still may be in control of the macro trend. And although we could see some short-term bullish action, there's always the possibility for a debacle deep down into the crypto abyss, okay? And either way that this trend rolls, I'm telling you right now that I'm neutral and I'm preparing to strike either with a long to the upside or getting short up at these ranges here, or a short to the downside or a long in these ranges here. My friends, I'm watching this market right now 24/7 like a hawk with an eagle eye, preparing to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. Moonshot McDaniels, Average Joe, and James at the water cooler. Right now, they're holding on for dear life, right? They have no plan. They've got 0.1 Bitcoin and a dream, and they're just hoping, praying with their fingers crossed. Kirby, that's the technology, Kirby. I heard Harry Potter's buying Bitcoins, Kirby. Harry Potter's buying Bitcoins. You know, you heard that Harry Potter's buying Bitcoins. Little James, that's for you and your little degenerate friends. But the Don, right here, right now, is looking to strike on a potentially life-changing trading opportunity if it does in fact present itself. And you best believe that I'll be keeping you guys updated exclusively around the clock in VIP with every single trade setup that I formulate, every entry, every exit, every potential take profit zone, where I'll be putting my stop loss. As I adjust my strategies and my entries, my friends, I'll be posting it exclusively for you in VIP. If you're not already in VIP, I said it earlier, I do not know why. And today, if there was ever a day, today is truly that day, as we are at what I perceive to be the potential boiling point here, before the point of absolute maximum explosion in either direction. The trend right now is at the point where it has to go drastically higher or drastically lower, in my opinion, to define the macro trend. This is it. We've waited months for this, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to see exactly how I'll be setting up my trades for this potential breakout, then my friends, I've already said it, but I will see you exclusively in VIP right now after this video. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Sheesh. So my friends, with that being said, I am going to get back to my VIPs right now as Average Joe and James at the water cooler continue to take that trip to Rec City, eating moonberry pies at the county fair. Don Carbonaccio is preparing to strike and potentially get this crypto. Okay, so I'll see you all in VIP right now after this video. It looks like to me that there is some potentially heinous volatility preparing to commence here. I am personally looking to strike upon it to the best of my ability to potentially catch this potentially life-changing trading move here. My friends, I'll see you all in VIP right now after this video. And if you could, one last time, for the algorithm, but most importantly, for the Don, if you could, leave a thumbs up here, my friends, for the algorithm. I so appreciate it. And like I said earlier, you probably did already, but if you forgot to, or whatever the case may be, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. I post analyses like this nearly on a daily basis. Welcome to the house that Don Carbonaccio built. My friends, I will see you all in VIP right now after this video. Welcome to the house that Don Carbonaccio built. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.